Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Board. I'm a program manager with Azure PlayFab, and Carolyn and I are here to talk to you about how to build a cross-platform multiplayer game.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm a program manager on PlayFab Party.
Before we start, let me tell you that we know that making multiplayer games is hard, and there can be a lot of late nights. Back when I was a QA tester, I can remember working into the evening, and when the pizza boxes started to show up, it meant that we were definitely going into overtime yet again. Hearing birds start chirping while you're trying to fix a bug that's been reopened is a feeling that I think a lot of us have probably been through before. In 2022, we know that you as game developers need solutions from platform providers like us to make things like this better and not worse. Today, tools that are easy to use and work everywhere are the new normal. So in the next 20 minutes, we're excited to tell you all about our total cross-platform multiplayer, networking, and voice solutions. And if there's anything that you take away from this talk, is that all these tools are available for you to start using today. Again, my name is Tom Board. I'm a program manager with Azure PlayFab, and I'm here to introduce you to our new cross-platform matchmaking and lobby offerings. For today's multiplayer agenda, I'll start by introducing you to some of the core concepts of the matchmaking and lobby public preview, and then I'll hand over to my colleague Carolyn, who will talk about party networking and voice. After that, we'll wrap up and let you check out the preview. Let's get started. We'll begin with PlayFab matchmaking and some basics about what to expect in the public preview. PlayFab matchmaking is live today. It's been in public preview since 2019, and since then has been supported in a number of large retail launches. We built PlayFab matchmaking to meet the needs of developers building multiplayer games by providing access to flexible rules that are configurable to your own scenarios and helping you enable quality matches with low latency and quick times to match players. However, we've been missing a few key pieces for general availability, like notification support. So today, we're excited to tell you about what we're adding for 2022. Real-time notification support. This means you won't need to pull the service when a match is found or there's a change to a match ticket. We've added integration with lobbies, so you can coordinate with groups of match players. You can use our matchmaking with your own lobby features if you have them, or you can use your own matchmaking in lobbies if you'd like. We've also expanded the matchmaking experience in the SDK to help manage the flows of adding real-time notifications and simplify integration between matchmaking and lobbies. Now let's cover some of the new features in matchmaking. We've added new APIs for subscribe, unsubscribe that can be used to listen to match change events and match ticket invites to send notifications to clients. You won't have to worry about this REST call, though, because the SDK handles sending real-time notifications for you. We'll send changes via notifications to clients based on two defined types for if and when you want to send them. The first defined type is for status changes on the match ticket itself. The second defined type is for match invites. A client can receive notifications when they've been added to someone else's match ticket or to join an invitation. Now when a match is found, calling getMatch will return a lobby arrangement string. This allows groups of match players to all connect to the same lobby or to create a new lobby. The string is a value that we return to you that can be used to point players to your own lobby if you have one, or it can be used with our lobby feature to group match players. Now on to an overview of the lobby feature that's new for 2022. The lobby feature, like matchmaking, is fully cross-platform capable and will work everywhere that we supply a client SDK. Also like matchmaking, the lobby feature is modular, so you can use just lobby if you already have your own matchmaking. Clients are notified of lobby changes in real time with push notification support. Lobbies can also be used for server browse scenarios to help players find lobbies based on criteria like a map, difficulty, or game mode by using Find Lobbies. For example, you could allow players to create public lobbies that are searchable for something like Team Deathmatch or a particular map by adding searchable data. Other players could then discover the searchable lobbies by calling Find Lobbies with some query strings to find what they're looking for across all the active lobbies in your title. You can also create lobbies for your players that have been grouped via matchmaking and join them using an arranged group. When a matchmaking ticket is successfully matched to a group of players, behind the scenes, the matchmaking ticket will contain the lobby arrangement string, and each player can then pass the arrangement string to join the same lobby. Let's continue in a little bit more detail about the lobby feature. Lobbies can be owned by either a client or a server, and in both cases, the owners have write access to data that only the owners can manage. A client-owned lobby is created by a player, while a server-owned lobby might be one that's owned by your game. Lobby owners can do things like create a lobby, modify properties of the lobby, like setting discoverable search data that can be queried by find lobbies, and have write access to custom data, while members of the lobby have read access only. Server and client owners can both remove members from a lobby, and they can both appoint another owner. A server owner can only appoint another server owner, and a client can only appoint another client owner if the client is already a member of the lobby. Both server and client lobby owners have a few privileges for modifying the properties and the member data of a lobby. A server owner can modify any properties of the lobby except for the member data, and a client owner can modify any properties of the lobby, and they can modify their own member data, but a client owner can't modify the other lobby members' data. Lobby has real-time notifications built in, so there's no need to pull for lobby changes. We include changes in the notification payload, so you don't have to do a round trip and requery the lobby for status. An example here would be adding or removing members from a lobby. So all the data for whoever was added or removed would be included in the notification, so you won't have to pull for changes. Lobbies have a current maximum of 128 players. There are some upper bounds for size of data, max character length, number of key value pairs, and number of strings for lobby data, member data, and search data. And you can find those specific limits detailed in our public documentation. Matchmaking and Lobby have been built with support to notify clients of changes in real time. We heard your feedback that polling is painful and real-time notifications are important. We know that some titles using the matchmaking preview have had issues hitting polling limits and that it made matchmaking slower and also limited your creative options. So we've added push notification support to address that. Notifications use a persistent WebSocket connection that delivers messages in real time. There's no need to poll for changes. Notifications are delivered to clients when there are changes to things like matchmaking ticket status, match invites, or changes to a lobby. WebSocket connections are single, one per client, and notifications feature detection for when a client becomes disconnected from a lobby. Notifications have been designed as built-in to support matchmaking and lobby and are not general purpose, so a standalone solution is not available today. Local co-op play is supported. The WebSocket connection is single per client. However, if you're building a game that has couch co-op, we have you covered. Notifications have support for multiple local users to share the single WebSocket connection. Like matchmaking and lobby, notifications are fully cross-platform and will work everywhere that we support a client SDK. The experience is designed to be SDK-driven, and the SDK will handle sending messages to clients for you. This brings us to the client SDK. The client SDK is meant to simplify your work and make enabling cross-platform and cross-network play seamless. You tell the SDK what you want to do, and it will handle many of the lower-level operations for you, like sending notifications to connected clients. All you have to do is start the higher-level operations like find match or join lobby. While there's no additional work needed, the SDK is required for real-time notifications. SDK support is available today for Xbox, PC Win 10 and above, Nintendo, and Sony PS4 and 5. And if you're a Unity or Unreal user, we have solutions for both Unity and Unreal 4 available today. Support is coming soon to Unreal 5, and we also have plans for iOS and Android in the future. Finally, before I hand off to Carolyn to talk about party and networking, here's a quick roll-up of what's available in preview today for matchmaking and lobby. We'll share where you can pick up the resources at the conclusion of the talk. Thanks so much for your time, and now over to Carolyn.
Thank you, Tom, for introducing us to the exciting matchmaking and lobby offerings. Now, the Azure PlayFab multiplayer suite wouldn't be complete without networking and chat. And that is exactly what PlayFab Party offers. Party is a real-time multiplayer networking and communication middleware solution for games. It offers a low latency and secure data transport for authentication and encryption of all your communication, be it management data, game data, or real-time chat. It has automatic connection through our low latency cloud relays from any one of our Azure-backed relays, distributed all over the world, or in the regions you select. There is built-in support for unidirectional voice and text chat, with additional accessibility features such as speech-to-text and text-to-speech. Our translation feature supports over 100 languages backed by Azure Cognitive Services. The built-in text moderation can be enabled with only one line of code change. Party can be used for one or more of the following scenarios: in-game multiplayer data, pre- and post-game voice and text chat, as well as in-game voice and text chat. Party network is a collection of endpoints, which could be a single device, or a player, or some other entity. You have the flexibility to decide what is an endpoint in your game. Messages can be sent reliably or unreliably, sequentially or non-sequentially, or any combination you like. Overall, Party makes it extremely flexible and efficient to manage your sends. You can broadcast or target select endpoints. One benefit over UDP packet relay is we minimize network bandwidth by sending one message up and let the relay send down to the other endpoints. Party is secured with the latest DTLS encryption. Networks are hosted on Azure relays, which take care of getting users connected and handling issues like net traversal and providing DDoS protection. Now, how does voice chat work on top of the networks? Well, it is accomplished by a collection of chat controls from local chat operations. There can be a single or multiple chat controls per local device. A title first creates a chat control on a local device and then decides which network or networks a chat control is part of and connects to it. After that, a new chat control is visible to all other chat controls in the network, and all the other chat controls become visible to this chat control. Party support for unidirectional chat control relationships enables scenarios such as push-to-talk, channels and teams that include different subsets of players, broadcast to all players, and whisper that highlights a player and only sends audio to that one player. So Party is a huge supporter of Xbox Gaming for Everyone initiative, which cultivates inclusivity and creates a gaming environment that enables everyone to shine. Party has built-in support for accessibility features such as speech-to-text and text-to-speech. Our translation includes speech-to-text translation and text-to-text translation. We also have a cool moderation feature that I'll show later. So now I'm going to show a sample for each of the features. This is a screenshot from Sea of Thieves that uses speech-to-text and text transcription is displayed in the corner in real time. This functionality enables players who prefer to type and players who prefer to speak to play together seamlessly. Now we have a sample of translation feature. You can see how players that speak different languages can collaborate and play together.
Hey guys.
Hello, Vicky this side.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Last but not least, we have a short sample of text moderation. You can see that bad words from the opposite player are filtered out on the screen. My personal favorite thing about Party is its cross-platform support and its compatibility with middleware solutions that your title might be using already. Party seamlessly integrates with Unreal and Unity, which makes it so much easier for you to onboard. Its C++ API supports Windows, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iOS, Android, and Google Stadia. In addition, you can easily navigate compliance requirements with the Xbox Live Helper library if you're on the Xbox platforms. So to recap, Party has data, voice, and text on the same network. It is low latency, encrypted, protected, cross-network, cross-platform, and it's backed by Azure, and Azure supports in 16 geo-distributed regions. It has built-in speech and text-to-speech, as well as built-in support for chat translation and text moderation. You can download the Party SDKs today from our doc site and try it out on your platforms. To close our presentation today, I want to thank you, Tom, again for introducing the great matchmaking and lobby offerings, which are in public preview today, meaning you can pick up the bits right away from the links provided in the reference slides at the end of the presentation. Party was shipped in 2020 and is generally available. And with that, I just want to say thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of your day at GDC.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Thanks, Tom.